Good morning, hello, hello. Back at it again with more Morimens. I'm gonna check my stats this time very closely to make sure we're not experiencing any lag, but I think it should be fine this time around. Should be perfectly fine. Okay, successfully logged me in. For once. Last time we left off, we were fighting some orphans, and I think I want to get straight back into it. Dailies, thank you, thank you. Okay, maybe I'll wish a little bit before I go back in. Maybe I'll wish a little bit. I don't know what those annihilated rebirth thingies are. Got some mail. Maybe I'll get some rewards in here. Glass wind chimes. For Lily's birthday. I don't know who that is yet, so I don't really, care. Alright. Let's awaken some folks. So, I only have 3 of these, so I'll hold off on the limiteds for now. And these are the normals? No, this is limited. These are weapons. Here's the normals. Okay. Okay, 30 is a lot. I forgot that they do wishes times 5 instead of times 10. Nobody interesting? Come on, baby. Nope. Suction is certainly something you could call an ability in this game with that symbol. Huh. Nope. I remember I got Wax Girl last time. I might build Wax Girl a little bit. Pandia. I kind of want Alvia. I like her expression. That's a no-nonsense woman right there. That's a girl boss. I was not looking. Did we get... What was the color? What was the color? Was it gold or was it purple? Okay, so we got at least one purple. Okay. And one more 5 pull. Do we get anything? Oh! Yes? Who is it? Frozen. Oh my gosh. That certainly was a sound that she could have made, a voice that she could have made. Okay. $24. So let's look at our library. Let's look at our library of people. 5 stars, or yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars is not bad at all. Liz, our ballerina. Pandia, our melting wax girl with a whip. Lily? Oh, this is Lily. She has a new voice line apparently. Affinity level 2. Oh, I get a core for that. I like Lily. 24. And Hellet. She looks like Lotan. I wonder if they're sisters or something. Because look, the same dress. Same-ish hair. Everybody here kind of has the same... Well... Yeah, they have the same-ish eyes. Except Lotan has heterochromia. Exciting! That's a full party of 5 stars. Plus some. Definitely be taking these guys on my next mission. Except most of them are not support. Nobody's support! That's so sad. So I can't actually have a good... party. That's so sad. Well, maybe I should just try it. It is early in the game, so I can really try out different comps without too much risk. Yeah, I like these 4 the best. I don't super love the look of Hela, mostly because she looks exactly like Loten, but... yeah, these 4 are gonna be my party for now. Welcome to the team! You've been recruited! No, you don't get a choice in the matter. You're coming with me to fight orphans whether you like it or not. Oh, wait. This one moves. Oh, I think I see the pattern here. If this is an upgraded version of a regular character, then they get live 2D. That's pretty cool. Also, I see why they call her doll now. Wow. She's not, I mean, I know she doesn't have anything, but she's not wearing anything. Oh? She a nun? I like her. She reminds me of Double from Schoolgirls. Just her general aesthetic here. And she has a little tentacle symbol. I don't think I have anybody with tentacles yet. I haven't quite figured out what all these classes are, but I know that they give you certain types of benefits in battle. Oh, look at those orbs! Her magic is stored in her big fat orbs. Maybe I should start doing that. Grab some- I need me some of those to put in my shirt. Lee. Agrippa. Aegis. What is she holding? They're like little balls of yarn creatures. I like her. Being a teddy bear, though, I probably shouldn't go anywhere near her. She would reduce me to my threads and then stick pins and needles in me, which... you don't know. Maybe I'm into that. Tinct? That sounds dirty. I don't know if I like her. Winkle also sounds dirty. Jenkin. Erica. Ringleader girl. Cute. Oh gosh. She's got like screaming statues behind her. Caster and Orla. Cool, cool. Come on. All right. So, at the end of the last chapter, we saw that the guy that we were looking for, in like third-person omniscient perspective, and he was manipulating a strange girl, I think. You and your group enter the almshouse, and from a distance, you see a nun leading several children and workers lined up to wait for you. Hey, there's the girl that we were just looking at, with a teddy bear! Is that the girl that he was manipulating? I think it might have been. The affairs at the almshouse are overwhelming, and we apologize for not greeting you sooner, esteemed Ash Miss and Miss Mary. I am Sarah, the manager here. Seeing that no one around her responded, she frowned and patted the girl on the back. The girl seemed distracted. Startled, she quickly bowed to all of you. Welcome, everyone. We have prepared some snacks in the restaurant. Who is this? Sarah looked at Ogier and the team, then at you. He's my younger brother, Ogier, and one of the future heirs of the Ash family. Oh, that's right. We're doing a false identity type of thing. The noble hopes that young Master Ogier will gain a deep understanding of the East District's current situation, which will help him improve the area more effectively when he takes over the family business in the future. Ramona remained composed, speaking fluently like a seasoned stage actor reciting well-rehearsed lines. Ogier's face had already turned red. As expected of noble Ash's young master, taking on such significant responsibilities at such a young age. In the orphanage, there are many children around this age who are only capable of helping to serve porridge or clean the floors. Please don't say that. Ramona cleared her throat and quickly changed the subject. Thus, we will conduct field research in the East District, funded long-term to understand local conditions. Lily's almshouse is our first stop, and we hope the headmistress will be honest with us. Ramona briefly recounted the incident where the security guard at the almshouse turned violent and injured people, of course, omitting the parts related to dissolution. Are you aware of this? That's deceitful of you, Ramona. I feel like the dissolution parts, the parts where he lost all his sanity and lost his mind, are pretty important, Ramona. I can't believe it! That security guard, he definitely isn't from our orphanage. We don't have anything worth stealing or robbing, so why hire security? She had an awkward expression, clearly telling a lie. But, Miss Sarah... Sarah glared at the girl beside her, who displayed a panicked expression. Aegis, you're still young. Taking care of yourself is the most important thing. Stay out of adults' affairs. The girl pursed her lips, lowered her gaze to the doll in her hand, and fell silent. Fine. Take a worker over there. Cover him with a cloth so the rats don't gnaw on him. Okay. After saying that, she turned to you all again. Was she telling the child to do that? Telling the child to go put a cloth over the dead body? What the frick, Sarah? What the frick? Sorry, when the doctor arrives, I'll ask them to assist with the burial. Doctor? Yes, that's right. We have quite a few children here, and thanks to the generosity of our other sponsors, we have hired a doctor to regularly check on their conditions. It's about time for my next body checkup in the next couple of days. Is there no need to notify the police? You see, the East District has its own rules. Even for the disturbing dismemberment incident, written in red, they merely sent someone to collect the body, with no further action taken. For people like us, having enough food to eat is already difficult. We don't have the energy to waste on these things. Having said that, Sarah led you into the almshouse. Behind you, the workers quietly formed two lines, like guards or even wardens. You hear Ramona softly uttering the words. Londinium fact number 3. In the Eastern District, a person's worth cannot be measured, for they have no value. In the silent corridor, a door with a metal nameplate slowly opened. A mouse slipped through the crack, glanced around, and squeaked twice into the shadows. Last time, you also said there was no one. If I hadn't run into Aegis, I would have been in serious trouble. Jenkins peeked around the corner, confirmed that the corridor was empty, and slipped through the door crack, then closed the door behind him. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Is he talking to the mouse? That's right, that's right. Everything you said is correct. Our Brown is the best. Let me see what secrets this wretched woman is hiding. Rings, necklaces. Are these all made of gold? That nasty woman wouldn't even buy Aegis candy, saying income doesn't cover expenses while hoarding all these goodies for herself. Key, good. It seems that entering and leaving other places will be easier now. We really need to thank that self-help person. We can now conduct our own investigation of the poorhouse. Squeak, squeak! Don't rush, Brown. There's still time. Huh? Is this a ledger? Mike, male, 5 years old, 10, Leo Fangs. Diana, female, 23 years old, 5, Leo Fangs. No way. Did the almshouse sell everyone? Human trafficking? Squeak, squeak, squeak! Brown suddenly let out a sharp warning as the wooden door creaked open. What appeared before Sarah was an empty office. She half pulled open the drawer, slipped in a palm-sized thin piece, then forcefully pushed the wooden drawer shut and quickly turned to leave. After Sarah left, Brown was the first to dash out from the shadow of the potted plant in the corner. Jenkins quietly followed and opened the drawer. Student ID? Sean Anderson. Aren't the symbols on it the same as the ones on that sucker's golden wallet this morning? Don't rush, Brown. I must stay calm. Calm. I've checked everything. My sister's name isn't in the ledger. However, we have so many keys. I can open every door in this wretched place. I refuse to believe we can't find any evidence. Sister, wait for me. I wonder if his sister is the girl with the teddy bear? This is the last room. It's pitch black and there's nothing here. We're returning empty-handed, Brown. What? Below the floor? Flashbang, okay. Jenkins hesitated for a moment, but gently lit the lantern. She? I thought this was a boy. She turned the flame down to its lowest setting and leaned closer to the ground. A line of ants marched in an orderly formation into the crack in the wooden plank. Uh-oh. Jenkins pried off 2 nails and lifted the plank. Underneath was the 25-inch square iron cover. Jenkins tried all the keys. None of these will open. Did the woman hide another key? She pressed her ear against the iron plate, trying to pick up sounds from the basement. Is this the ghost of the almshouse that Aegis mentioned? I think it's a coffin. That's my bet's on coffin. $10 on coffin. Faint footsteps could be heard outside the door. No choice, Brown. If that nasty woman is still raising ghosts in the poorhouse, we can't defeat her by ourselves. We need someone she's afraid of. Jenkins hides in the shadows, peeking out from behind the potted plant. In the hallway, Sarah was obsequiously introducing the financial status of the poorhouse to the group of visitors. Is that what Aegis called self-reliant individuals? Jenkins nodded thoughtfully, then slipped away from the dark storage room while the group was unprepared. Behind her, the partially unfastened floorboards revealed a dark, deep fissure, silently awaiting the arrival of visitors. There was no battles in that chapter. That's so disappointing. What's resonance, and why do I have a notification for it? Okay. Apparently I have the ability to upgrade. Cool. Tiny sleuth. As you can see, despite our best efforts to shelter those in need, there are simply too many. At this rate, the poorhouse won't hold out much longer. Miss Sarah works so hard every day. She even sold her favorite things to support the shelter. Please help us. Watching the drama between the two, mainly Sarah, becoming increasingly exaggerated, you feel quite helpless. At that moment, a small paper ball hit your head. Where did you come from? You reach out to stop Sarah's anger, unfolding the crumpled paper. On it is a line of scribbled writing. If you want your old bag back, come to the backyard yourself. I think it means alone. Come to the backyard alone. Following the location indicated in the paper ball, you arrive at the backyard. Before getting close, you hear a childish voice murmuring near the base of the wall. Remember, if the sponsor is against us, you go and warn us. That nasty woman will definitely send Aegis to the madman. Just bring her over. What kind of madman? What? Why did you suddenly appear? And didn't I tell you to come alone? I was right, it did mean alone. The little mouse scurried onto the shoulder of the hooded child, nervously twitching its whiskers at you. That's not my wallet. I can't make a decision. Stop pretending. Nothing escapes the eyes of the little mouse. The white-haired sister is disguised as the butler. The golden-haired one is in charge of asking for directions, and only you are doing nothing with your hands in your pockets. Don't think I can't see it. You're the one in charge. After all, this isn't filled with certificates for young masters. Jenkins flicked his hand, pulling out a wallet from nowhere. It had a familiar texture and shape, embossed with the emblem of Mythag University. It was Ogier's wallet. Isn't that right, Brown? Ah, my wallet! Ogier hastily reached for the wallet, but Jenkins sidestepped, and the wallet vanished like magic once again. How rude, little golden hair. Is this how everyone from Mythag University treats girls who are out on the streets? Are you a girl? Are you blind? Of course, I'm a woman. A woman! Fine. Let's not talk about that. I advise you to behave and just follow my... All right, we agree. In exchange, you take us to see those madmen you mentioned. Huh? Aren't you asking us to find someone in the almshouse for you? Tell me, who are you looking for? I haven't said anything yet. You would say that. So I suggest we skip the unnecessary probing and be honest with each other. You must be here to investigate the missing persons case near the orphanage, right? We are here for the same reason. Lending a hand is no trouble at all. How did you know? It's simple. You have nimble hands and a group of reliable partners, which allows you to earn a stable but illegal income. Ramona spoke while pacing habitually in the yard. You have a complete plan. You handle the main task. They provide cover to ensure your smooth escape. As payment, you'll give them a share. You can live a more comfortable and free life on the streets. There's no need to depend on a poorhouse. Besides, entering the poorhouse without permission could get you into serious trouble if you're caught. Why? What drives you to stay in the workhouse, even at the risk of fines or imprisonment? This, along with the recent spike of disappearances lately, leads to one suspicion. Your loved one or friend has gone missing, and you suspect that the poorhouse is involved. The girl stared blankly at Ramona for quite a while before reacting. We haven't even exchanged 10 sentences, yet you're acting as if you've been following me around for 10 days. Including the time you borrowed Ogier's wallet, you've spoken to us 16 times. Combined with observations of the real world, that's enough to analyze and deduce your life story. Ramona coming in clutch, baby! You are truly impressive. In that case, Brown. The little mouse called Brown squeaked, leaping from the tree with the wallet and tossing it into Ogier's arms. I'll take you to see the lunatics and tell you everything I know. In exchange, you must help me defeat the ghost of the almshouse and save my sister, Mason. So it's not the girl with the teddy bear. Maybe the girl with the teddy bear is in on it. I should have known. The way she treats that teddy bear, it's an indicator of her true nature. You follow Jenkins through the corridors of the almshouse. My sister comes to the charity home every Thursday to collect clothes and take them home for washing. Perhaps those clothes weren't clean either, as she called the recent illness hysteria. Probably to do with disillusion. A doctor from the charity hospital happened to come by for a checkup. Some time ago, she said she would come for treatment and never returned home. Jenkins looks very anxious. I don't know why, but recently I can't seem to remember what my sister looks like. Sometimes seeing something my sister left behind brings back memories briefly, but they quickly fade away. Ramona suddenly stops and nods at you. Why have you stopped? Are you going to see the mad doctor? Regarding your sister's illness, we might have some leads. After submitting an information disclosure request via comms, Ramona slowly turned to Jenkins and began explaining information related to dissolution. Jenkins, your sister is affected by a special dissolution phenomenon. This phenomenon causes people to gradually forget her existence. The body, identity, background, and social connections will all disappear completely without a trace. The conditions of those madmen you mentioned sound like early symptoms of dissolution. Your sister has already reached the point where her existence is beginning to be erased. I am afraid she... Jenkins, how long has Mason been missing? 27 days. I've been counting each day since then. Seeing Ramona's troubled expression, Jenkins sniffed. I know, it's been such a long time that you must have lost hope. But I believe my sister is still alive. The intuition of street kids is very sharp. So, I must hurry to find my sister. Otherwise I might completely forget her face and not recognize her even if we meet face to face. Don't be sad. We'll help you find your sister. Once you see her, won't you remember? Ramona remained silent. Under her somewhat melancholic gaze, you recalled the content Doll narrated in class. The elimination of existence is the final symptom of dissolution, and the process is irreversible. We better get on it then. Let me fight! Let me fight some freaking orphans already. I put it in the title. Here we go, enemy preview. Dolls, disillusions, rats. Strange creatures from beyond, that's what I am talking about! Realm conflict? Huh. That's something new I'll have to deal with. Let's recommend level 2. I guess I'll level these guys up slightly. Okay. And they all have weapons, so that's good. Maybe I'll change their weapons, though. Annihilated Rebirth? Actually I don't know what any of these do, so I'll just keep it default. Yeah. Let's just go. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's just monsters from beyond. We'll be fine. Jenkins leads you through the backyard, pointing to a small, shabby hut in the corner. Looking out the window, you can see Aegis bustling about. She is carrying a metal basin, hurriedly moving the soiled bandages from the bedside to the pile of dirty laundry. Huh? What's going on? It seems she heard someone's call. She put down the iron basin, bent over, and leaned by the bedside. From your perspective, her small figure is no longer visible. Only her soft, gentle voice can be heard. Grandpa Robert, please don't get up. I'll bring the water over to you. Don't say that. Your illness will definitely get better. At that time, we can go to Drill Park to play and feed the pigeons together. Jenkins pushed open the cabin door. Aegis was startled, almost spilling water onto the patient in her panic. Look, these are the madmen. Jenkins, you can't bring sponsors to the medical area. If they see it, then... You winked at Ramona, and she walked over to Aegis, gently inquiring. Aegis, could you explain to us why sponsors are not allowed to enter the medical area? They're very weak. Aegis looked hesitant, glancing at the patients behind her and then at your well-dressed group, unsure how to respond. Taking this opportunity, you and Ogier approach the elderly man on the bed and observe him closely. Ooh. spooky sounds. The old man was bound hand and foot with coarse cloth strips and secured to the bed. His body bore strange wounds that resembled twisted stitches. Between the unhealed flesh, there was a dark, viscous fluid. Aegis, this inspection will determine whether we will provide financial support to Lily's orphanage. Surely you understand that no patron wants their money wasted on fraud. They won't hurt you, so don't resist. Aegis' struggle disappeared after a brief moment of catching her breath. She took a deep breath and replied in a voice as faint as a mosquito's buzz. Miss Sarah said that if the sponsors see these patients, they'll think we're a bottomless pit. You shouldn't have listened to that wretched woman. These sponsors will help us deal with the orphanage ghost. They're also searching for someone and will surely find my sister. The medical zone is too dangerous. Aegis' raised tone abruptly stopped. She anxiously glanced at the unconscious old man before pulling Jenkin away from the bedside. What if I infect you and the sponsors? Aegis nervously and helplessly retorted to Jenkin, clutching her teddy bear tightly. Her white sleeves slid down her arms, revealing horrifyingly black stitch marks and 2 swollen red grooves. Ugh. The girl's slender arm is marred by a black fissure resembling a giant centipede, its edges slowly oozing black slime, evoking a sense of dread. Aegis, the wound on your arm. Aegis hurriedly pulled her sleeves together, shaking her head to avoid Ramona's gaze. This is from the last time, when I accidentally fell down the stairs. This stitching is nothing like an ordinary scrape or bruise. See? They can see. Tell them everything. They are our last hope. They will be in danger. We can't. Listen, Aegis. Only by telling us the truth can we truly determine what kind of help you need. At your side, the old man let out a gurgling sound from his throat, his emaciated arm snapping the binding cloth with a sudden jerk. Keeper, beware! I think he means watch out. Finally! Combat! Let's freaking go. Alright. More plot. Grandpa Robert, how could this happen? Black Sigil? And battle. Loading, 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 loading. Loading, 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 loading. Sorry, I gotta keep myself extra hydrated today. A lot of talking for this game. Go, my pretties! $16 damage, poison. Triggering 50% of the target's poison effect. Depressive personality. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. And then defense, strike, defense. These girls are good. I doubt that my basic team would have done this well. I'm pretty sure we can just strike and end this battle. Bam! Good job, girls. Good job, good job. Let's do this one. Come on. There we go. Say no wallet in 3 choice orison. Break the net, randomly grant 1 command card and advanced orison. Yeah, let's give him the wallet, sure. Nice. Nice. Oh, wait. I don't have a silver key. Oh, yes, I do, apparently. Okay. Secrets. I love secrets. I hate keeping them, though. Secrets are meant to be told. Unless they're mine. Just kidding, just kidding. I'm just spitballing. Let's do this one. Whoa! Did you see that? She, like, bent all the way backwards and her chest opened up. It's crazy. Convulsion. What does convulsion do? Oh, it just takes up a spot in my hand. Eh, whatever. Strike. Junction. Who is this? Who is this? I don't have her. Let's upgrade Lily. Let's just go for the safe 25. D mark? What's a D mark? Oh wait, I remember. It's the store. How many of these things do I have? Oh, I have 100. Ooh, that's really good. I'm gonna buy that one. Ew? Suddenly, a black shadow darted out from the corner, brushing past Aegis and crashing into the left wall. You finally see clearly. It's a disheveled man. He's barefoot, wearing charity clothes, with clear marks of bindings on his wrists and ankles. Ew, ew. A few attendants seemed to be chasing after him, trying to pull him away. The man remained unfazed. He leaned back and then slammed his head into the cold, hard wall. Behind you, Aegis gasped. The muffled sound of bone flesh hitting the brick wall increased in frequency as the man continued ramming without showing any signs of pain. Ooh, blood splatters leaving dark spots on the walls and floor. You step forward to help, but the man suddenly stops moving. He took a deep sniff like a dog, and then slowly and stiffly turned towards you. Blood slowly trickles down his forehead. The wound, swollen from the impact, has split the skin, revealing a glimpse of white bone. He suddenly broke free from the person behind him and lunged at you. Ready to beat up an old man? I remembered to do this before my turn. Are we okay? I think we're still okay. Um, 7 out of 5. Let's do Whip of Madness and then these 3. Yeah, let's do Whip of Madness again. The enemy has gone mad. Attack them to reduce the threat. Symptoms: somnia. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. I think Lily's the kind of character where you would kind of have to build her power over the course of the battle. And then straight. There we go. There we go. That was pretty good, I think. And the poison does damage. I love poison in RPGs. 70 stacks of it right now, by the way. I can inflict 12 more stacks. Yeah, let's do Innocent Return. Then Moth, Trapping Shield, and Wax. Or Green Flames? Yeah. Green Flames. Whew! That was a big hit. but he took poison damage. 107 of it. So it was all worth it. Big stretch. Ramona swiftly moved behind the man, gripping his wrist with one hand and pressing down on his shoulder with the other. She twisted his arm behind his back, firmly restraining his movements. Ogier quickly stepped forward and, with Ramona's assistance, bound his hands and feet using strips of cloth. The man continued to struggle, exposing a peculiar scar through his open collar. So when we fight the security guard, he dies, but when we fight the old man, he lives. Interesting. A deep scar runs across the chest, barely held together by twisted stitches. Black ooze still seeps slowly from the gaps. Rushed footsteps sound outside the medical area. Sarah appears, out of breath, holding onto the doorframe. Seeing that everything inside has been settled, she seemed to relax for a moment, then immediately frowned and turned to the girl cowering in the corner. Aegis! Didn't I say no sponsors are allowed in the medical area? If something happens to a sponsor here, who would... What's going on? Ooh, lovely theme music for these two. It's the psychiatrist and I assume the doctor with a little American Girl doll of himself. You guys remember those? You could get an American Girl doll that looked exactly like you. And that's basically what he's got there. You turn around following the sound and find two people standing beside you. One of them you recognize, the woman in white whom Ogier once encountered. Mr. Rogers, Dr. Fairfax. I'm sorry, please have some refreshments in the lounge while you wait. I'll come and greet you once I'm done here. Wax sculpture. I'm already very familiar with this place, Miss Sarah. No need to go through all the trouble. By the way, why is little Aegis crying so sadly? Did someone bully her? I'm fine, Mr. Rogers. Under the Dean's slightly urgent gaze, Aegis abruptly swallowed her words. She bowed to everyone, gave you one last look, and her small figure disappeared behind the door. I'm sorry for hiding the existence of the medical ward from you. I was just worried that the patient's conditions might spread to you. Let's not dwell on that. Allow me to introduce our long-term patron, the renowned wax sculptor, Mr. Rogers. I wonder which neighborhood he lives in. This medical area and the treatment of patients were all made possible thanks to him. George Rogers. Nice to meet you all. He frees one hand to gently shake yours. The instant your palms touch, a wave of intense dizziness washes over you. Everything around you seems to dissolve like melting wax. Even the person in front of you twists and deforms. Beneath the face, pale skeletons intertwine like vines. The eerie illusion vanishes in a few blinks, leaving only a sharp buzzing in your ears. Was it an illusion born of fatigue? You do not know. You only know that this is very similar to what you experienced in the graveyard a few days ago. Every month he personally comes to check on the patients. He is truly a great benefactor and major supporter of our charity hospital. Miss Sarah, you overpraise me. I'm just an ordinary person trying to do something for the world. Speaking of which, you mentioned yesterday that you would visit today with a friend. The sculptor found inspiration and has already returned to the studio. His name is Sculptor? That's silly. More water. More water for me. Who are these young people? Miss? Ash Miss? Oh, sorry. I might be a bit distracted. I didn't rest well last night. Nice to meet you, Mr. Rogers. My name is Ash. This is my younger brother, Ogier, and our housekeeper, Mary. This is Jenkins. Huh? Where did that kid Jenkins run off to? Girl, you gotta turn down the... Can I turn these defeated individuals into my slaves? Girl! Bring it down a notch, okay? No wonder that other person didn't want to work with you. Remember when I tried to put you in my team and as soon as I did, there was another character who was like, I can't be in this team because she's in this team? Girl, I think you make some people uncomfortable. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna be a little honest here. I'm not feeling super well right now, so I think I'm gonna end. Yeah. This was fun. I still like this game. I may or may not continue more next week. I know I played it a lot this week. I might play it a little bit off stream too. If there's a way that I can grind non-story missions, I will find a way. Anyway, thanks for watching.